if for whatever reason we make a design change to, say, the curve returns or the profile string down the center, the built model that we're currently referencing for our table will change, and therefore our table will also need to change. We can have this managed with a single command. So this can be done by what's known as a thread. So on the Roads tab workflow panel, there is a thread editor pull down. We're going to click on thread editor. And this allows us to string a series of actions together and create a single command. We're going to create a single thread to do this by clicking on the little plus icon. We're going to type in the following name. And then we're going to click on OK. So if we make a design change to any one of the strings related to our intersection, really what we want to happen is for that model to be updated. So the first thing we'll do is click on, under Model Computations, Compute Design Model, and click on Add Action. Then we're going to click on our intersection and then click on Add Action. Once that's updated, we want any of the vertical geometry for the grading strings to also be updated. Now, because we've used the auto profile entries, the following action from the list will actually go ahead and rerun any of the auto profiles related to any strings that we choose. So we're going to click on Add Action, and we're going to check our 4 grading strings and click on Add Action. Now that's happened, ideally we want the model that is being used with those grading strings to be updated, so we're going to click on Compute Design Model, Add Action, select Speed Table and click on Add Action. Now, one thing you need to make sure is that when you're adding in these particular entries, you're making sure that they're going in the right order. In that particular case, I wasn't making sure it went into the right place, so I'm just going to move it down to make sure that once the grading strings are updated, the model which is using them then updates. Click on Compute Thread. Once we've done that, we can click on Close. Now, nothing would have happened because we hadn't made any design changes, but let's make a significant design change. What we're going to do is just move the centerline profile up of this particular profile string by about 100 mil, which in turn should then have an impact on the grading strings that we've got here. So we're going to simply open up the vertical grading for the profile string, and then we're going to raise the centerline elevations up by 100 mil by clicking on the following button. Typing in point 1, clicking on OK. I'm going to close that down. The first thing I'm going to do is just to click on the Rebuild All Models button at the top here, and just to simply show you what will have changed to the grading string. So we're going to click on the raised section and click OK. You can see that because we've made that change, the auto profile is no longer matching. Now at this point we could click on auto profile for each one of the grading strings, but the thread has been there to save us the time. So we'll close this down, go to the thread pull down, and this time click on Run Threads. We're going to select the thread that we created earlier, click on Compute Thread. That'll have run through. What we can do is close the threads list down, open the vertical grading for the same string. You can see there how that's been matched back on. Same goes with all the other grading strings as well. What we might do is now just reduce that back again. So we're going to go back to the vertical grading, click on the string, and simply take off 100 mil off the design. Click OK. We're going to run our thread.